Astros fans, and a very happy everybody watching today. We are live here on our nation's birthday. Champions, Washington Nationals. It's a bit wet here today in our nation's capital. Some light precipitation throughout the morning. A little breakfast for the Nationals. Over 5 ERA, 7-6 record. 76 strikeouts, over 83 2/3. A little bit of a different lineup today for the Astros. Going to be George Springer back in that leadoff spot. Yesterday had himself a 2-for-4 day. Look at the sky here in Washington. First pitch is a ball, and this one is underway. Nationals 48-41, third in the division. Astros 50-game winners now.
First pitch, 11:05.
11:05 here in Washington, D.C. Springer swings through a changeup. 1-1. If you're watching the broadcast live today, let us know where you're watching from. Love to say hello. Slider low and away, missing there by George. Now he's 1-2. Sinker is fouled away to stay alive.
Ball.
Holds up there, 2-2. Ross with 5 pitches he can throw for strikes there. You see sinker, four-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup. The 2-2 pitch.
No.
Outside, so the leadoff batter here for the Astros works a full count. Ross challenging Yulieski Gurriel for tallest haircut today. You also notice those caps, special new era 4th of July edition. That ball's ripped to shortstop. He fields it cleanly. Throw it on to first, 6-3 for out number 1. Take a look at the starting lineup for the Astros today. We mentioned it was going to be a little bit different. Diaz getting to start at second base, and he'll be in the 2-hole. Jordan playing in left today. He'll bat in that 3-hole, followed by Bregman, Gurriel, Correa. Reddick getting the start in center field today. And then Stubbs, and then of course we're in a National League park, so Lance McCullers Jr. will be getting the start and batting 9th. Diaz fouls that one away. Strike 1. Hopefully we don't have a weather delay. That one's lifted. Probably too much air underneath it. It is carrying. Caught at the wall. That one had some life in the air. Carried a long way for out number 2. Now Jordan Alvarez, 26 home runs, of course a career high. Played in about half a season last year. He rips that one, but they are in the shift, so he hits it right at that roving second baseman. He's retired 4-3. Astros go 1-2-3 here on our capital's birthday, or our country's birthday, and it's 0-0 heading to the bottom of the first. We'll be right back. Lance McCullers Jr. with the start, his 18th of the year. He's going for win number 10. 150 strikeouts, over 104 1/3 innings. Only 8 walks on the year. That's going to be for a lot of the Astros pitching staff, whether it's starters or relievers. They don't offer a lot of free passes. First pitch from Lance in this one. Taken low. There you see that Astros record, 50-37, 1 game behind Oakland. They did win last night. So did the Astros, so no games were gained or lost. 2-0 now. The leadoff batter for Washington, Trey Turner. Foul away. Thunder's rolling here in Washington as Turner gets a leadoff single for the Nationals. And the no-hitter is erased quickly. Adam Eaton bats here with nobody out. Leadoff single in front of him. Adam Eaton hadn't had a lot of power this year, but hitting for average at 291. Woody Keller behind home plate today. Astros took game one, 8-1. Now the runner trying to get to second. He will pretty easily there. That was a runner on second base with nobody out. The double play has been erased, the possibility for one. And that was the double play ball right there they needed. Runner advances to third, 4-3 for out number one. Juan Soto strides to the plate. He takes a first pitch strike, that knuckle curve from McCullers. Lights are on here, even though this is a day game. Dark skies here in our nation's capital. Weather didn't keep fans away, though. Another packed house here for the World Series rematch. Ball taken on the outside corner. 1-2 now to Soto. Wonder how old he is. Just kidding. That's going to be an RBI single for the 22-year-old. Washington gets on the board early. On a 1-2 count, Lance just leaving that curveball way out in front of the plate. Another base hit for Washington here. Not a lot of hard hit balls. That's now first and second, with still only one out. Astros were 8-1 winners in yesterday's ball game. Howie Kendrick strides to the plate. He is hitting over 300 for Washington this season. Look at that. That's kind of how it's gone. Weak ground balls finding the outfield, and that loads the bases for the Nationals. Ball misses way high, nearly hitting Yan Gomes, the catcher for Washington. A couple things we need here from Lance. We need a ground ball double play. Would be what the doctor ordered. Strikeout would work. Anything that keeps the runners where they are. And look at this. This is going to be one of those games. Another single by the Nationals. Gets two more on the board. 3-0 Washington now, and we only have one out here in the first inning. Brings up Starlin Castro. So if Lance is going to get this win today, going to need some help from the Astros bats. Going to need to get out in front of Washington before he leaves the game. Three nothing lead for Washington. They only managed to score one run in last night's ball game. And there's a strikeout for McCullers. Look at those 4th of July socks too on the batter. Two gone now for Washington. It's going to be Ryan Zimmerman, the 8-hole hitter. Washington threatening to bat around here in the first. It's taken for a strike. Gets through the infield, and it might score two more or one more. Kendrick's going to get in there safely. 4-0 Washington. What is happening here? Opposing pitcher now batting. That's exactly how all the hits have been this inning. It's been weak ground balls that just find the outfield. Get the strikeout there to end the damage. Every Nationals batter bats this inning. They get 4 on 6 hits. What? We're through one. It's 4-0 Washington. Hello, Tara Garner. Thanks for joining us this morning. Happy 4th of July to you. Astros went 1-2-3 in the first.
The third baseman,
Alex Bregman leads off the second here. Swings a slider low and away for strike one. That one's fouled away. Quickly 0-2 to the Astro with the highest batting average on the team, Alex Bregman.
Ball.
Takes the ball outside. 1-2 now to Bregman. Sky's looking even darker now here in the second inning. That's going to be ripped the other way. Probably a double here for Alex as it almost reaches the wall. Be a leadoff double for Bregman. Astros trailing this one 4-0. Bregman getting something started here in the second inning. We'll bring up La Pina, Yulieski, Gurriel. Oh, Bregman's going to be caught up here. Oh, no way they get the double play on that. Going to challenge that all day. Yuli was there. By the naked eye, it should look like he beat out the throw. Bregman caught up in a little bit of a rundown, but it didn't last long enough.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The throw went over to first. They called him out. Let's see here how it looked in slow motion. Didn't get to see it there. Our camera guy didn't get a good angle. Let's hope for palms down here. So Yuli will be on first base after the fielder's choice. They did get Bregman out. He was trying to go second to third on the infield grounder. Bring up Carlos Correa. Still have a runner on. Carlos grounded into a lot of double plays this season. Hoping to avoid that here. 310 average, second on the team. First pitch swinging from Carlos. The 0-1 to Correa. Way inside, almost hits him in the kneecaps.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 pitch. Going to be popped weakly to shortstop, who'll catch it in the air for out number 2. Gurriel has to hold it first, and now there's 2 gone. The leadoff double was erased when Bregman was thrown out on the base pass. Josh Reddick bats here with a .305 average on the year. He missed about 10 games earlier in the season. He's been hitting the ball very well since his return.
No.
Takes the ball away.
1 ball, no strike.
Yuli back.
Ball.
Reddick takes the ball low. 2-0 now. Oh, they caught him leaning. Yuli's going to be out at first base. What a weird inning. 2 guys get thrown out on the base pass there. Astros don't leave a man. They do get 1 hit, no runs. Oh, they had 2 hits that inning. That's right. We're through 1.5. It's Washington 4, Astros nothing, and we're back here with Trey Turner, the leadoff batter, batting to lead off the second like he led off the first. He had a leadoff single for Washington that ignited the rally, getting 4 runs. Changeup's taken for a strike, 1-1. Curveball misses there from Lance.
2-1.
Threw a lot of pitches in that first inning. 26. It's not a good pace. Hoping for a quicker inning here. That should be caught in right by Springer. That's out number 1. Take a look at that defense for the Astros, how they're put out there to be Diaz at second base, Springer over in right, Reddick getting the start in center, Alvarez in left because we're National League ballpark. Everybody else looks the same. Stubbs behind the dish today. One gone here in the second inning. It brings up Adam Eaton.
No ball, one strike.
The 0-1.
Hee-haw!
Adam Eaton tried to turn around a bunt. He's hit with the pitch, but because he didn't get the bat back, counts as a strike. You don't see that very often. Enjoyed seeing it there, though. That's going to land for a single. Another weak hit by the Nationals. The Nationals are not ripping the ball, per se, against Lance, but he's given up 7 hits through 1 1/3 inning. Very un-Lance-like. We're hoping for a quicker inning, but Dusty now going to be forced to get somebody up in the bullpen there. In the second inning of this one, the bullpen's already going. That'll be fouled away for strike number 1. Double plays in order with the runner over at first. Go back. Curveball's fouled away. Count remains 1-2. Fastball is lifted into center. Should be good enough for out number 2. Reddick will camp underneath it. Runner holds it first. 1 gone, no, 2 gone here in the second now. Bring up Eric Thames. He was one of the 4 Nationals to score back in the first inning. Back in the third, it was 1 inning ago. Takes the curveball for a strike. Whether you're watching live like Tara Garner or you're watching it later, we appreciate you guys tuning in for the Astros here this season and today here on the 4th of July. Hope you're having a good 4th of July so far. Fun stuff in plan, of course, socially distanced. All the good stuff. Curveball gets Thames looking, so a much quicker inning for Lance there in the second. They don't get any runs. Thames really jawing at Lance there. 4-0 Nationals through 2. We'll be right back. Back here in Washington, we're not hearing from Heidi much the past 3 weeks or so. Look at the Nationals pitching staff. Not ranking very high in the important, like ERA, but those strikeouts are pretty salty. Opponents are batting .262 against this club. Astros were good for 8 runs yesterday against the Nationals. So Reddick's back up again in a brand new count after Yuli was thrown out leaning at first base last inning. Reddick just late missing that one. Foul, 0-1. Tries to hold up. He does, 1-1. Rain still coming down here in Washington. In the top of the third now. Lance McCullers gave up 4 runs in the first. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled away again, same spot. 2-2 now to Reddick. He fouls that one away to stay alive. Oh, narrowly misses getting hit. The count goes full. Oh, take one in the back, Reddick. Walks Josh Reddick after almost hitting him in the back of the head the previous pitch. So it'll be a leadoff walk for the Astros.
The catcher, Garrett Tues.
Garrett Stubbs and then Lance McCullers is on deck here in the National League ballparks. A little bit different from what we're used to. Reddick got to be careful over there at first, as Ross has already thrown out one base runner there. Late swing by Stubbs for strike number 1.
No.
Taking for a ball. 1-1 now to Garrett. Usually when they're facing a right-handed starter, Garrett gets the start behind the dish for the Astros, and he's ahead 2-1 here to Ross, the right-hander. Probably going to be a double play here. Hit right at the shortstop. 6. Oh! Stubbs going to have to stay at first, but the throw gets away from Zimmerman. So they only get the lead runner. Reddick is out at second base, but Stubbs is safe at first. So 1 down now. That's McCullers rocking the orange cleats. Still bat here. Swinging away. Misses the changeup. 0-1. One's fouled away. 0-2 now on the bunt attempt. Oh, it could be a strike him out, throw him out. It is. Oh, base running woes today for the Astros as McCullers goes down on strikes and Stubbs is thrown out at second base attempting to steal. We're through 2.5. 4-0 Washington. Back here for the bottom of the third, it's going to be Howie Kendrick. A lot of baseball left, but Lance not sharp today so far. He did give up no runs in the second inning. Let off the game with a 4 spot in the first. If you're just joining us, none of the balls were hit very hard. No extra base hits. All singles. Seeing eye sort. Just making their way through the infield somehow. The count's evened up at 2-2 here to Howie Kendrick. The 2-2 pitch. That's going to land foul as well. No, they call that fair. Whoa. It's going to be a single. That one was close. Leadoff single for the Nats. You see Kendrick there, the team leader, with 105 hits now on the season. Double plays in order, and Lance has been inducing a lot of ground balls, but as we mentioned earlier, they've all found the outfield. Get some swing in there. 0-2. Go to pitch. Fouled away. Curveball's fouled away as well. Count remains 0-2. Another foul ball by Jan Gomes. That one's hit in the air, lifted to center field. Reddick camps underneath. We're out number 1. Starlin Castro about with 1 gone and a national standing at first base. Oh no, that's not going to be good. Going to be second and third now for Washington with only 1 out. It was Reddick reaching out, trying to dive for that one. Dusty Baker calling for the intentional walk here to load the bases for Washington. That'll be the pitcher's spot coming up.
Pitcher, number 41.
Oh, and he's hitting 375 with 5 ribbies. Uh-oh. Didn't read the scouting report there. Swings through a curveball.
No ball. One strike. Ball.
Taken high, 1-1.
Playing 11. One ball, one strike. Ball 2.
And misses as well. 2-1 now. Swung through the fastball. Count evens to 2-2. Bases loaded here in the third. Only one gone, and that looks like it could be another RBI. We'll see. Jordan with the hard throw. This should be a double play all day. Boom! Jordan, usually the designated hitter for the Astros, not getting a lot of time out there in right field. It's the outfield assist, the double play to end the inning. We're through 3. It's Washington 4, Astros nothing. Top of the order up here for the Astros. George Springer leads off the 4th. They've had one runner reach second base. I was back in the second. Springer hits that one hard. Should be a leadoff single. It is. Eats up the left fielder there on the short hop. Springer on base to lead off the 4th. Nobody out for Aledmus Diaz. Aledmus early on the changeup, fouling it away, 0-1. Astros certainly have the offense that can chip away at a 4-run lead. They scored 8 yesterday. Scoreless here through 3. The 1-1 to Diaz. That would have been extra bases there. Hit foul, 1-2 now. Diaz gives it a pretty good ride there. It's going to go off the wall. Should be a double here. They'll go second and third with nobody out. Aledmus rips the 2-strike pitch off the wall and left. That was a screamer. Narrowly missing a home run there for Aledmus. So it'll be second and third here in the 4th inning. Nobody out. Big opportunity here. Jordan Alvarez batting for the Astros. He fouls the changeup away. Changeup a little bit low out of the zone. 0-1 to Jordan. That one is ripped the other way. Foul. 0-2 to Alvarez. Got to protect the plate. Don't swing anything stupid. That one might have been on the edge. Staying alive there, fouling it away. 0-2 again to Alvarez. It's going to be lifted, and the runners are not going to be able to advance. So that'll be out number 1. Runners will stay at second and third. For Alex Bregman, he's only hitting 350. Wow, 30 dingers. 61 RBIs. Would love to make that 64 right here. 1 gone, 2 runners on in scoring position for Alex Bregman. Ripped the other way, and that'll score at least 1. Runner will hold at third. Good idea. He would have been out by a mile. Bregman with the RBI single, and he's 2 for 2 today. 4-1 now. Yuli Gurriel hits one into the gap, and that could get out of here. It does, folks, and it's a tie ball game. Dong by La Pina. 4-4 Astros and Nationals now tied up. Top of the 4th on the 3-run ding-dong. The pitch is dead by Yuli Gurriel. Runners were moving because we knew whether that was over the fence or not. It was definitely going to score Alex from first. Yuli ripping that one right into left center. And look at this, folks. Barely hits the top of the wall. Astros relievers there in the bullpen. Happy to see it. Correa now bats with a brand new ball game. He'll take a ball outside.
1-0.
By the way, Yuli hit that one right into a 4-mile-an-hour wind blowing in from left. Oh, that was a very high strike call there to Carlos. 1-1. Grounded weakly up the middle. Shortstop will throw on to first. 6-3 for out number 2. I'll bring up Josh Reddick. He worked a walk in his first plate appearance. He was narrowly missed by getting hit by a pitch. That's going to carry a little bit. Left fielder's going to take a few steps back, squeeze it for out number 3. The Astros get 4 there in the 4th inning to tie this one up. So it's 4-4 heading to the bottom half of the inning. New ball game. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Washington. 4-4 ball game now. Lance McCullers is going to be back out for his 4th inning of work. It's been a tough one for him thus far. He gave up 4 in the first. He hasn't given up a run since.
Leading up for the Nationals, the shortstop.
Graffiti ready to go. Should Lance run into any trouble, but right now, Lance in line for a no decision after giving up 4 in the first. First pitch strike to Trey Turner. That's another strike taken by the Nationals second baseman, so it's 0-2. Lance looking to have a quick inning here. The Astros getting 4 runs for him. That'd be a ground ball that Yuli will field himself and touch first for out number 1. Adam Eaton. He's 1 for 2. He had a single back in the second. He was stranded. Get that here with 1 out and nobody on in the 4th. Curveball misses inside. Lance has thrown a lot of pitches. You see, we're only in the 4th inning. He's at 62 pitches right now. Rain still coming down.
1-1.
Radar looks like it will be doing this for the rest of the game. Shouldn't have any lightning though. Shouldn't have a delay in the game. You'll still be able to make your 4th of July barbecue in time. It's now 3-1 count to Eaton with Juan Soto on deck. That one is hit hard. That might be the hardest hit ball of the day for Washington. Be a 1-out single. Runner at first base now for the 22-year-old Juan Soto. He lifts the curveball to right. Springer positioned perfectly. There's now 2 gone here in the 4th after the fly out to right field. Eric Thames, he scored a run, 268 average on the season. Lance hoping to retire him. Hang another 0 on the scoreboard. Ripped foul. Thames takes a knee. Who doesn't? The 0-2. Stubbs, great stop. Keeping the ball in front of him. Runner stays at first. Thames fouls away the curveball. Staying alive here. Count remains 1-2. A lot of curveballs in a row here to Thames. And another curveball freezes him. That's another strikeout for Thames. He can't be happy leaving a runner there. We're through 4. Look at all this offense today. 4-4 tie ball game. We'll be right back. We've had 16 hits in this game between the Houston Astros and Washington Nationals through 4 innings. It's top of the 5th, and that'll be led off by Garrett Stubbs. Sky somehow darker here. It is midday here in our nation's capital. It is. This is a lot. It's 11. They got a clock out there. Well, probably about noon. 2-0 with Lance on deck.
2 balls, no strike.
This was regularly scheduled on the schedule.
3-0.
3-0 to Garrett. This game was scheduled for 11:05. You see the bright lights there. The lights have been on the entire game. 3-0 pitch to Garrett.
Ball 4.
4-pitch walk to lead off the fifth. And that'll be Lance McCullers now batting. Probably going to be asked to sacrifice bunt here. It looks like it's sunny, folks. It's not. That's the lights. Lance McCullers struck out in the third. Bunts that one sharply. Ooh, almost getting to first with an infield bunt single. But successfully gets the sacrifice. Stubbs now at second base. George Springer will bat here. He had a hard hit single in his last at bat. Stubbs waiting at second base. In a tie ball game here in the fifth. That one's fouled. It needs to go out of play. It's going to drop for a strike. 0-1 to George. So we have I think some freaky stuff's happening with the weather right now. The sun is out in the infield. The sun's breaking through the clouds, but look at the outfield here in Washington. It's like nighttime in the outfield stands, and it's noon at home plate. 12:30 is your local time. Strike taken high, 1-2 now to George. Two pitchers up in the Nationals bullpen. Starter for Washington, Ross, gave up 4 runs back in the fifth. Now tie ball game. A good stop by the catcher there. Keeping Stubbs at second base. 2-2 pitch now. Swung through the slider and missed. George's going to be down on strikes.
Now batting, second base.
2 gone now for Diaz. Diaz with a runner in scoring position out there at second base. That should do it. That should break up the tie. Stubbs going to hustle around second, or around third, and he'll get in there with the 5th run today for the Astros. 5-4.
Now batting,
Diaz coming in clutch with a lot of RBIs. Back-to-back at-bats for Diaz with RBIs.
Ball 1.
Jordan takes a ball high. Jordan looking for his first hit today, 0 for 2. 1-0 with Diaz over at first base.
Ball.
It's taken low, 2-0. See some lightning out there in the outfield, but the sun is shining at home plate. Such a bizarre deal. He's going to ground to second base. Should end the inning for the Astros. It does. They go 4-3. Astros get another run and take the lead here in Washington. It's now 5-4 Astros. 17 hits in this one combined. We'll be right back. Howie Kendrick's going to lead off the 5th for the Nationals.
the second baseman.
Thanks for joining us here on the broadcast. It's been a weird one. We've got sunshiny rain going on right now. See, the sun is shining here at part of Nationals Park. Not all of it. Hits Kendrick there. One gets loose from Lance. That'll be a leadoff base on balls on the hit by pitch. We'll see this one just tails in. It was off speed. Ooh, right in the shoulder blade. So Kendrick's over at first for Yan Gomes. Curveball taken high for a strike. Double plays in order should he ground into the infielders. The 0-2 fouled away. Folks, I've never seen weather like this on this game yet. And he gets a strikeout there for out number one. I've seen sunny, I've seen partly cloudy, I've seen games where it was raining and then stopped raining. I haven't seen a game where the sun is out at home plate, but it's dark in the outfield and it's raining everywhere. Taken high for a ball. Starlin Castro had a double back in the third. Double would possibly get the tie run across for Washington, 2-0. Oh, look at this double play. Whoa! Slick play by the Astros there. Lance smartly going to second first. Score at 1-6-3 for the inning-ending double play. Back-to-back innings ended that way. 5-4 Astros through 5. We'll be right back.
Your attention, please.
Back here in the top of the 6th, and that'll be all for the national starter. Austin Voth will come in the game for Washington. Lance in line for the win after giving up 4 in the first. He settled down. 5-4 now Astros as Alex Bregman leads off the 6th. Now the sun's out in left field. Look at that. Now the left field bleachers getting sunburnt. Right field, it's midnight. 0-2 quickly to Alex. Nationals reliever has a low ERA, sub-3 for Voth. Astros saw him pitch 2 innings in last night's ball game. And Bregman goes down on 3 pitches, missing on the slider, striking out for out number 1. Pena now bats. He had a 3-run homer that tied the ball game up for the Astros. He's yet to be retired in this one, 2 for 2. The 0-1 pitch to Pena. Can't wait on it. Fouls it away to the left side, 0-2. Taken high, 1-2 to Yuli. That one just missing the top of the zone. Can't wait on the curveball. Right over the plate, but thrown in at 76 miles an hour, getting Yuli to swing and miss really early on this. Look at this. Just out in front of it. 2 gone now for Carlos Correa. He swings through the slider. Why is Voth in the bullpen and not a starter for Washington? So far, he's throwing some pretty sick strikes here. The 0-1 to Carlos.
No.
That's taken high and inside for a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1 to the Astros shortstop. Can't wait on the changeup. That off-speed stuff from Voth is pretty filthy. The 1-2. Taken outside, 2-2 now. Washington reliever trying to strike out the side here in the top of the 6th against the Astros. Correa fouls that curveball away. 2-2 now.
Ball.
Works the count full.
Count is full. 3-2.
Full count now here with 2 outs and nobody on in the 6th. Carlos Correa. Payoff pitch. Looked at for a strike. Really frozen there. Thought he was going to see something off speed. 91 at the knees, and it doesn't move. Strikes out the side in the 6th. The Astros go down in order. We're through 5.5. It's Astros 5, Washington 4. Lance McCullers back out there for his 6th inning of work. It's possibly going to be his last inning. He's at a high pitch count. Ryan Zimmerman leading off the 6th. The 1-0. Taken low. Looks like the rain has slowed down. Nope, never mind. Depends on which camera angle you got. 2-0 to Zimmerman. Swung through strike number 1. Now, since we're in a National League Park, we'll see what Washington does. Both were struck out the side against the Astros. He's your on-deck batter. Pitcher spot. They want to keep him in as the pitcher. He'll have to bat here if they choose to pinch hit. Of course, we'll see a new pitcher in the 7th inning. Full count pitch to Zimmerman. Lifted to right. Springer back. We'll squeeze it for out number 1. And as we said, here comes the pitcher spot up with 1 out.
The pitcher, number 50.
What's happening here? Why is our bench coach out there? Oh, rain delay. Whew. Okay. So a 45-minute rain delay is going to push Lance out of this game. I haven't seen one of these. I think we've had one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Back here after the rain delay, Victor Robles
Number 6.
going to be the pinch hitter hitting in the pitcher's spot. We get to pitch anybody we want here, but we're going with Urquidy. In the 6th inning, going to warm up Presley.
Now,
Jose Urquidy will come in. There is one gone here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lance McCullers in line for the win. Astros leading this one 5-4. First pitch to the pinch hitter, Robles. Attempts to bunt. Stubbs will touch it in foul territory. The 0-1 to Robles. Fouled away quickly, 0-2. So the rain has stopped. The sky still looks pretty nasty. We should be able to get this one in without any further delays. Look at there. The pinch hitter comes in and pinch strikes out. Looks at a strike on the outside corner at the knees for out number 2. That brings up Trey Turner. Washington's leadoff batter today. He takes the first pitch ball. That one's low, 2-0 now to Turner. Fastball taken for a strike, 2-1 now. That one's fouled away. Really not much of an effort there to try to get it. 2-2 pitch to Turner after falling ahead 2-0. Oh, can't get the strike call with the slider. Counts full to Trey Turner. He's going to ground it. Yuli going to try to... Oh, not going to be able to get it. That one took some squirrely hops there for Pena. They're going to score it a base hit. That's probably correct. Yuli can't field it cleanly, so it's a 2-out single. Adam Eaton now bats for Washington. He'll take a first pitch strike. Out of this 45-minute rain delay, the Washington hitters now facing a little bit higher gas. It'll be 0-2. Fouled away to stay alive with a slider. Go-to pitch. Just misses with the changeup. 1-2 now. Eaton not offering it that one out of the strike zone. Slider's ripped to center field. Reddick over. We'll squeeze it for out number 3. So this inning started about 50 minutes ago. Had a rain delay. We're finally through the 6th. Astros still lead at 5-4.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
Ryan Harper, 38th appearance. Look at that ERA, 8.10. That's high. In the top of the 7th, Astros trying to take game 2 in this 3-game holiday weekend set in our nation's capital. They took game 1 yesterday, 8-1. Reddick leads off the 7th for the Astros. Takes the first pitch, strike. Ryan probably going to pitch to contact here. He's got 4 pitches he can throw for strikes. An 8.1 ERA. Means a lot of batters are putting the bat on the ball. 0-2 quickly to Reddick. Can't wait on the changeup, fouling that one away to the left side, right side. Count remains 0-2. Grounded right at the first baseman there. He'll field it and touch first for out number 1.
Catcher,
Garrett Stubbs Now batting here with one gone and nobody on. He has scored a run, worked a walk. Looking for his first hit in this one. How's the curveball away? 0-1. 0-1 pitch. You see the changeup. 0-2 now. Payoff pitch to Stubbs. Taken high. 1-2.
Playing 12. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ball high, 2-2 now to Stubbs. He was down 0-2. Now the count's even. At 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Gonna be ripped for a double. Stubbs gonna be in there with a 1-out double for the Astros. Puts it right where they ain't. And yes, we do want to bring in a pinch hitter here. Michael Brantley will bat in the pitcher spot here with 1 out and a runner at second base.
Michael Brantley.
Runner at second base, 1 out in the top of the 7th. Astros with a 5-4 lead. Brantley hits it hard. Stubbs will be able to get to third base easily. He's retired 4-3 for route number 2.
The right fielder, number 4.
Schedule the pitcher here. Ryan Presley going to pitch the 8th for the Astros. Runner not third base for George Springer. 5-4 lead for the Astros. This guy has like an 8 ERA, but retires 2 outs without a run scoring here, and now they run at third with 2 gone in the top of the 7th. Ooh, good stop by the catcher. 1-1 now to George. That one's going to get away, and that's going to be another run for the Astros. Look at this. Stubbs going to score, so Brantley getting the ground ball out put Stubbs in position to score on the wild pitch, and that's another run for the Astros. 6-4 now. Very frustrating for Washington's manager there. Now the base is empty, runner in. George with a 2-1 count.
2-2.
Late on the fastball. 2-2 now to George. Swings at the curveball and misses, but I'm telling you, if he had done that 2 pitches earlier, it's only a 5-4 lead. Instead, it's 6-4 Astros. We stretch it here in our nation's capital. We'll be right back. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Presley going to come in. Now a 6-4 lead for the Astros. He'll pitch the 8th.
number 55.
Juan Soto leads it off. The ball misses there. 1-0.
1 ball,
The left
no
fielder.
strike.
Juan Soto.
Ball.
Ooh. Soto with the antics there. Presley not having it. Not happy about that. The 2-0. Taken for a strike. 2-1. That slider's taken as well for a strike. 2-2 now to Soto after falling behind 2-0. Fouls away the fastball, 2-2 still. Curveball freezes him for out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Eric Thames now bats. This guy's got telephone poles for legs. I like him batting with nobody on, and I like it being a 2-run lead.
1-0.
Thames cannot tie it up with a home run here. The 1-0.
Yep.
Taken on the outside corner, 1-1. Rips the curveball. That'll be a 1-out single. Tying run will come to the plate for Washington here in the bottom of the 7th. I said earlier that Presley was out to pitch the 8th, huh? It's only the 7th. But this was the toughest part of the lineup. Rather have Presley pitch against these hitters in this inning. Probably go with Joe Smith in the 8th. Osuna in the 9th. Quickly 0-2 to Howie Kendrick. Just getting a piece of the curveball there. The 0-2. Swung through, strike out number 2 in the inning for Presley. 2 gone now. Jan Gomes 1 for 3 today. They have a runner at first base and 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Swings to the fastball, 0-1. Hit hard. That'll keep the runners at first and second. Thames not stretching it there. First and second now for Washington. The tying runs are on base now with 2 outs in the 7th. It'll be Starlin Castro, who does have an extra base hit today. Extra base hit here would probably tie the game up. Presley missing with the slider. Twitchy bum time here in Washington. It's the bottom part of the strike zone there, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball is perfect. Freezes Castro, 1-2. Curveball's fouled away. Count remains 1-2. Swings through the fastball. He strikes out the side. Gives up a couple of hits. They leave 2. Astros leading this one going into the 8th inning. It's Astros 6, Washington 4. We'll be right back. That guy was so frustrated with the strikeout, he left his bat there at home plate. He was just sitting there at home plate. It's going to be hopefully some insurance here in the top of the 8th. Probably a double switch here for Washington.
Your attention, please.
Tanner Rainey going to come in, 2.65 ERA. Diaz been a tough out to get today, 2 for 3 with an RBI.
Number 21, Tanner Rainey. Now playing third and batting 9.
Davinsky and Peacock going to get up in the bullpen. Sky getting a little darker here again in Washington. It's now 120 local. Late decision by Diaz. 91 on the changeup means this guy's going to probably hit triple digits with his fastball. Yeah, fastball, slider, changeup. Here we go. Swing big or go home. Finds the outfield for another base hit for Diaz. Leadoff single for the Astros.
The left fielder, number 44.
It'll be Yordan.
Alvarez.
Batting here with nobody out in the 8th.
Ball.
98 mile an hour fastball taken low. That official attendance is a lot higher. There are a lot more people here. The rain delay cut that in half at least. Oh, Yordan at 99 swings through it, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Alvarez. Oh, on outside corner for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 now to Jordan. Diaz at first. Taking low. Diaz probably going to be out by a mile here. 2-2. The single's erased. 1 out now. Alvarez hits a home run. That's going to be so salty. The 2-2. Now it's full. If he walks him, that's salty too. Could have been 2 base runners on here for Bregman. His 30 home runs and 62 RBIs waiting on deck. Full count payoff pitch to Jordan. Yep. Takes a walk. 1 out walk for the Astros after Diaz was erased with the stolen base attempt 2 pitches earlier. Alex Bregman now bats. He's been a tough out as well. 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Late on the fastball, 0-1. Taking low, 1-1.
Playing 11, 1-1.
The 1-1 pitch to Bregman. 98 freezes him on the inside third. 1-2 now for Alex with Jordan at first and 1 gone here in the 8th. 99 and Alex can't catch up with it. That's another strikeout for the Astros. 2 gone now. It's a late swing by Bregman, and it's Yuli who had a 3-run homer earlier in the game. He's going to lift that one foul, and that should do it here for the Astros in the 8th. They will get one more chance to bat. It's a 6-4 lead for the Astros. We're going to see Chris Davinsky come in out of the bullpen and pitch the 8th here. We'll be right back from Washington. It's Astros 6, Nationals 4.
Leading off for Washington, the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman. Your attention, please.
Davinsky going to come in to pitch the 8th, his 23rd appearance. 37 strikeouts over 24 innings, 2.63 ERA. It's the 8-hole hitter for Washington, Ryan Zimmerman. Taking a ball here for first pitch from Devo today. The 1-0 pitch to Zimmerman. Taken for a strike, 1-1.
Playing 11.
Zimmerman having a down year offensively. 2-1 now to the Nationals' first baseman. Fouled away, count goes 2-2.
Ball 3.
Just missing with the changeup there. Count will go full.
3-2.
The 3-2 pitch to Zimmerman. Swung through Davinsky, getting the strikeout to Zimmerman.
Now batting, number 8.
1 gone here in the 8th. Really, Astros do perform very well here in Washington. They won 3 games last October, but lost 4 games in Houston against the same team to lose the 2019 World Series. Nationals getting their first one in franchise history. Ooh, Stubbs takes one off his knee, and I think bounced up and hit the home plate ump right in the giblets. Maybe 1-1. Out in front of the slider, 1-2 against the pinch hitter here in the pitcher's spot for Washington. 1-2 pitch from Davinsky. Pop way high. Yuli will camp underneath it. Squeeze it for out number 2. 2 gone here in the 8th.
Now batting,
It'll be the top of the order, Trey Turner. He's 2 for 4 in this one with a couple of singles. That's with the bases empty and 2 gone.
Ball 1.
Fastball just missing on the outside corner.
1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 pitch. Sliders ripped hard but foul, 1-1. Changeup is swung on and weakly fouled away. 1-2 now. 2 gone in the 8th. The pitch from Devo. Freezes him with the slider. 2 strikeouts for Davinsky in the 8th. Nationals get no hits, no runs, no errors. 6-4 through 8. Astros coming up trying to get some insurance here in our nation's capital on the 4th of July.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Daniel Hudson going to come in, and he's going to bring in all 7.59 runs of that ERA. Carlos Correa leading off the 9th for the Astros. Make sure Osuna doesn't throw his arm off here. There we go. Osuna will come out and pitch the 9th. It's a 6-4 ball game. Astros looking for some insurance here. This guy throws 4 pitches for strikes. Probably going to be a fastball here. Get ready. Changeup fouls it away. 88. Ooh, this guy throws some gas too. 0-1 to Carlos. Taken low. Nationals jumped on the board early against Lance McCullers today. They got 4 runs in the first, and they've been blanked goose eggs ever since. Astros chipped away, tied it up back in the 4th. And took the lead with runs in the 5th and the 7th to make it 6-4. Correa rips that one. That's just going to be foul. 2-2 now to Carlos. A 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Count will go full. Astros have been pretty disciplined today at the plate. They've worked a couple of walks. Full count here to Carlos leading off the 9th. One's lifted to right center. It might carry. The right fielder is going to stop just short of the track. Squeeze it for out number 1.
Next to the Astros,
Josh Reddick,
the center fielder.
That's second here in the 9th. Nobody on, 1 gone. First pitch ball low. Will Harris in the bullpen? What? Hang on. Reddick late on the fastball, fouls it away, 1-1. That's the opponent's bullpen. Yep, Will Harris, former Astros great, warming up in the bullpen for the Nationals. He did not pitch in last night's game. Reddick here with a 1-1 count. Makes it low, 2-1 now to Josh.
2-1. No.
Count will go 3-1 to Reddick.
Count is full.
Just missing the slider, swinging hard too. Full count now to Josh. 1 gone in the 9th, nobody on. The payoff pitch. Ripped up the middle. Reddick going to try to leg it out. He will. That'll be a base hit. Shortstop had to dive for it. He was able to knock it down. Not able to make the throw. So a 1-out single for Reddick brings up Garrett Stubbs here in the 9th inning. Reddick not a very good base stealer, and the catcher has thrown out 2 base runners today trying to steal for the Astros, so probably not going to be going. Stubbs is 1 for 2 today. He's scored 2 runs, and he's had a double. The 0-1. Swings at one high. 0-2 now to Garrett Stubbs. Taking low, 1-2. Reddick waits over there at first. The 1-2. Fouled away. Count will remain 1-2. We'll do it again. Will be popped in the infield. Runner going to hold at first base, and that'll be 2 gone for the Astros. Pitcher spot due up. Going to be a pinch hitter coming up here.
Your attention, please.
Be Kyle Tucker hitting here.
Hitting for the Astros.
I think we already have him scheduled to put in the game.
Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, okay. Tucker will bat with 2 outs. Reddick's over at first base. Looking for some insurance here, Kyle. Settle in. Let's go. Swings to the 96 gas for strike 1. Quickly 0-2 to Kyle Tucker. He's seen 2 fastballs up in the zone. He does have a changeup and slider. And that was the changeup there that Kyle Tucker didn't want any part of except to swing. Well, it's down to the closer. Astros leading this one 6-4. We'll be right back. Osuna coming in to close it out.
Your attention, please.
Roberto Osuna
Now pitching for the Astros.
comes in trying to get his 22nd save of the season. 2.02 ERA. 69 strikeouts on the year. Nice.
Leading off.
And it'll be Adam Eaton leading off the 9th for the Washington.
Adam Eaton.
Ground ball to Diaz. Probably not going to be a good throw. You got to hurry. Oh my God. Eaton was hustling. Error by Diaz there at second. Leadoff man is on. And it'll be Juan Soto. He's got some pop. It'll be twitchy bum time here as the leadoff man reaches base. The tying run is at the plate now for Washington. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th. Changeup is fouled away. It's quickly 0-2 to the 22-year-old Juan Soto. Hit 2 weakly to go for 2. Correa has to go to first. 6-3 for out number 1. Couldn't risk not getting the out at second. And then missing Soto at first too. So Correa on the slow roller goes for the sure out. Thames will bat here with a runner at second base in scoring position. Only 1 out. Astros with a 6-4 lead. Washington has not scored a run since the first inning. The 1-1. No, that was a strikeout. 2 gone now. Thames strikes out for the 3rd time today. A beautiful curveball by Osuna. Nice frame job by Garrett. Didn't even move his glove. 2 gone now. Howie Kendrick will bat. Runner still at second base. First base is open. Changeup is ripped, but right at Carlos, who will squeeze it for out number 3. The Astros have secured the series victory. They'll try for the sweep tomorrow here on the 4th of July baseball. A little breakfast baseball, too. Played this one in a cool hour and 10 or 12 minutes or so. Astros gave up 4 runs in the first. Lance McCullers settles down. They hang up a lot of zeros after that. They don't get anything else. Astros chip away. They get 6 runs. Lance McCullers gets his 10th win of the season. He's the first Astros starter to get to 10 wins before the All-Star break, too. Coming off Tommy John. Big season for Lance. And we'll be doing some scoreboard watching. In fact, we'll stay here. For the folks that come back and watch this later, we'll stay right here once we leave the MLB Network coverage to show you
Fans, our final line score this
what
afternoon.
Oakland did.
First for the victorious Astros, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base.
So we're going to keep the broadcast going here until we get to the second screen, and we'll see what Oakland did. Astros were trailing first place, Oakland, by 1 game. Coming to our nation's capital and get a 6-4 victory today. Oakland lost. Look at that. Oakland lost 0-1 against Baltimore. Woo! Love it. You know what that means, Astros fans? There are their standings. There we are. There's Minute Maid Park in the background. Astros in a first place tie with Oakland. We'll look at the complete standings. Some of you have asked. That is their 51st win of the season. 51-37, as you see there, the complete standings. Astros on a 4-game winning streak, 7-3 out of their last 10. Playing better baseball on the road, actually, this season. 51-37, even though A's have 1 more win, that's good for a tie. Astros technically having a higher winning percentage at 51-37. So we'll be back for the sweep tomorrow night, 7:05. We'll do 7:05's first pitch tomorrow night as the Astros go for the sweep against the defending champions. Who's going to be the pitcher? Let's go look at that. Forrest Whitley going to get his second start of his Major League career tomorrow night. Ooh, yikes. Max Scherzer, the ace for Washington, going to be on the hill opposing him. We'll go for that sweep here in our nation's capital tomorrow. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your 4th of July weekend. Thanks for watching the broadcast. We will see you next time. Go Stros and wash your hands.